Hello and welcome to the Virtual Cafe Sci, a new initiative from the Cornwall Science Community and a project for the coronavirus era and beyond. At least this introductory video is being put together in the third week of the COVID-19 period of social distancing, self-isolating for the over 70s, which includes me, and shielding for any others who are vulnerable through illness and stranded at home. Although in just the last few weeks, many others in supposedly non-essential work have been joining those of us who got here just a few days earlier. Now, we know that many people are taking up keep fit exercises in their own homes. Online Pilates, dance workouts and the like, trying to keep physically in trim. But there are also those who would like to keep their inquiring minds open to new stimulus. All those who may soon be going quietly stir crazy. There is a lot of talk of science in the news these days, but this talks program is for all those for whom the intellectual stimulus of a news bulletin, even a YouTube video or a TED talk, is just not the same as real, live, person-to-person conversation, discussion, perhaps argument. You can't argue with a TED talk. So for all of you, we are now setting up a series of live discussions as a kind of keep fit exercises for the brain. And with this short video, we're going to explain what it is we are aiming to do. Throughout the era of social distancing and self-isolating, we are going to be running weekly, at the very least weekly, online discussions on a range of contemporary science subjects using live streaming software. Many of us are now getting quite familiar, quite comfortable with Zoom. For those that may not, we have another video here that shows how it works and also how we can adapt this a bit for the Cafe Sci format. But in brief, the format for all of these discussions will be a short talk from an invited speaker and then an extended question and answer session, a Q&A. And that's basically it. That is the Cafe Sci format in a nutshell, with or without the cafe. Preferably with a coffee. We've actually been running talks like this for many years now, mainly at the Poly in Falmouth and in other venues across town here, the Art Gallery, Espressini, the Water Sports Centre, Courtyard Deli, anywhere that would have us. But there have also been regular Cafe Sci programmes running in Redruth, in Lonson and earlier in Penzance. With the Cafe Sci, as we all do it, every talk every week will have a different topic and an invited guest speaker. Often the speaker will be local or fairly local, and the topics will be particularly close to home, close to life here in Cornwall. But by going virtual, we can now have other speakers from further afield who we can invite to join us and participate and speak. People we could never have invited to the kind of face-to-face cafe size we'd run in the past, all the way down here, way out west. So, yes, we are launching the Virtual Cafe Sci now as a response immediately to the COVID-19 crisis. But as we see it, this is actually an exciting opportunity. It's something we'd actually thought to do at some point anyway. After all, this is the internet age, and the internet is transforming all of our lives. It's transforming what living in Cornwall is all about and what it can be, what it can become. So, in short, this program of talks and discussions is for anyone who at the moment can't get out, whether to a Cafe Sci or to a U3A, University of the Third Age meeting, or to a public lecture, a guided tour, a talk in the village hall, or just getting down to the pub. This will be science discussion on a wide range of topics. You can see some of the ones we reckon to cover, but it's discussion for active, lively minds, for all of those who recognise and who relish the sheer pleasure of understanding and learning about this fascinating old world. So, in the next video here, on our very own and very new YouTube channel, we'll show you how you can join a Zoom discussion for those who are not familiar. And we'll also be posting here some other bits and pieces like reading material that will be useful for some of the talks coming up. And we'll be recording and posting recordings here of those talks that we do have. Perhaps some from the past as well that we can get ready for video format. And to see what talks we do have coming up, just go to the Cornwall Science Community website. Or there are a few other places that can give out local event information too, such as the new Cornwall Links, which is a very useful site. And there'll be a few others, as many as we can get round to, perhaps with other organisations involved in membership and science communication conversations. We'd like to have you all invited and participating. So that's it for the moment. If you want to know a bit more about how the Zoom stuff works, have a look at the video there. And we've also got some advice and information specifically for speakers and potential speakers which you can look at. And well, we'll look forward to seeing you here, to literally seeing you here.